Well, guys, it's official. Spider-Man 4 is no more. Instead, Sony has decided to scrap the project altogether and do a reboot. Where do I begin? First of all, why would you reboot a franchise that has made nearly $2.5 billion worldwide and influences most modern-day superhero movies? Secondly, isn't it a little too early to be doing a reboot? I mean, there's so much more of this universe to explore. So many more villains and storylines. So much potential. Okay. I know you're wondering, why would Sony pull such a stunt? Well, apparently, Sam Raimi wasn't getting along with the studio, and over time, it became quite clear that Spider-Man 4 wasn't going to meet its May 6, 2011 release date. And if that's the case, couldn't they have just hired a new director? Seriously, they didn't have to do this. It was completely unnecessary. Now, what I want to know is, who are they going to get to replace Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker? And the rest of the cast, for that matter. Because the casting for these movies was great. And before I state the rest of my arguments, I just want to give my opinion on the Spider-Man franchise. Now, I really enjoyed the first Spider-Man. It was well written, well acted, had good camera work, and special effects. It was good. The second one was even better. I really liked how deep the story was with Peter Parker and his problems. The action was intense at times, and the final battle scene, I thought, was really cool. Now, I, like many other people, wasn't a big fan of the last installment, Spider-Man 3. I just thought there was too much stuff going on, and I think it suffered in story and character development. That, and some parts were just too silly for me. So, if anything, couldn't they have just rebooted Spider-Man 3? Just take a step back, learn from your mistakes, and do it right. Because I could forget about that one. Spider-Man 3, that is. But the first two? You want me to forget about those two? One of which was, before The Dark Knight came out, arguably the best comic book movie ever. And on top of that, how do they expect to top the first two? I mean, it's only been 8 years since the first Spider-Man. And now, we get Peter Parker back in high school, right where he was in the first movie. Now, I'll admit, I wasn't that crazy about the Vulture being the main villain for Spider-Man 4. I would have much rather seen someone like the Lizard or Carnage. But John Malkovich, the actor confirmed to play the Vulture, is a great actor, and I was really looking forward to seeing him in the next Spider-Man. But instead, we gotta sit through another 2 hours of Spider-Man's origin story. And what's even worse is over these past 3 films, I've become invested in the story, the characters, and of course, the action. It just makes me sad that this great franchise that I grew up with is coming to an end after only 8 years. And what pisses me off even more is that it's not because Sony couldn't make Spider-Man 4, it's just they didn't want to. There's still plenty of places left to go with this franchise, and they've made more than enough money from the past 3 films to make a 4th installment. So you know what? Fuck you, Sony. You could take your reboot and shove it up your ass.